Hey everybody, it's Tyler here at VEX Worlds 2025, checking in with Arrowhead 32881X. It's a phenomenal performance here at VEX Worlds so far, but coming in from the Philippines, this team was the national champions, also winning the Robot Skills and Design Award too, so congratulations on all your success here this season so far. They got a really cool multifunctional doinker mech that is doing the goal rush, ring rush, and a lot more with that, but a lot of great stuff to dive into this robot, from the build philosophy, how they're utilizing polycarb in different ways, doing some cool weight reduction as well too, and a lot more to cover on this robot. So let's learn more about them coming up here on Pits and Parts. Alonso, let's talk about that multifunctional doinker that you have. Walk me through a bit more on how it all functions and how it came together for your team.
All right, so Gia, can you run it? Actually, press it. So one of the main functions that we use it for is for ring rushing, actually. So when we drive forward into it, it collects it. It gets the ring. Yep. And then yeah, we can bring it. We can position it anywhere we want, which gives us more efficient scoring. Another function that we use it for actually is for goal rushing too. So the way it works is that it scoops it under, and we can just grab it. We already have it in our possession. We can put it anywhere we want, and yeah.
So you're activating pneumatics here in order to get that little lift up on that. Was this something that you had coming into VEX Worlds, or did you add this for VEX Worlds?
We had a doinker before, but it only served one purpose, and that purpose was to just clear the donuts in the corner, right? But then, since the strategies evolve around the game, as the game evolves, the strategies evolve as the game passes. You know, there's like ring rushing, there's goal rushing. We decided to incorporate it into this too. So before for Worlds, we added this thing, like the ring rush and the goal rush. Right?
How did you come up with the exact design and the curves of what this is?
So what we did is we started with this one. So as you can see, this is our prototype. So we needed a big gap in the middle. That's why we put a big gap in the middle here. And for the height, the actual doinker can be only used for 2 rings only, because if you have a higher doinker, it will be counted as possession. So that's why the height of our doinker is exactly 4 inches off the ground. So yeah, and then as you can see, we utilize standoffs. So it's pretty lightweight, and we utilize zip ties and rubber bands to pull it back. Basically, that's what we do. And you can see the whole doinker uses L channel to make it very light, at the same time very durable.
And Jill, let's continue on talking about some polycarb in your robot. On the front here, notice that you kind of have this little cut going in. It's a little bit deeper than what we've seen from some other teams. Just walk me through what you have here.
So our polycarb, like why I think it's special is because from our past matches, my experience with it is that when I push another team's robot, their aligner or like their polycarb here would go out of the space in the wall stake, the big wall stake. So then it would be easier to push them. So they'd be misaligned, and then they'd miss the score, the points with their Lady Brown. But then what I noticed with our robot is that since it's a deeper cut, it gets more snug. It fits more snug into place in the wall stake. So then because of that, if we get pushed, so for example, a robot comes from this side, if we get pushed, it will follow the outline of the wall stake, and it will be easier to make our Lady Brown score points. Stop ring.
Speaking about the Lady Brown, Sean, let's talk more about what you're using for that. When we were talking earlier, weight saving was really big for you, able to save a few grams off of doing these types of brackets. So talk to me more about that.
Yeah, so for our Lady Brown, we really didn't want to put any weight on the top of our robot. So what we did was, on our Lady Brown, you can see that it's not connected directly to the 2C channels. It's held on by the ABS plastic, which made it really light and durable. And another thing is that other teams use many foam and many mats, but we only use a single foam and a single mat, so that it's really minimal, and yeah, and you really need to shake it in order for the ring to get off. And another one is that our Lady Brown is connected to our hang, as you can see here. So our hang rests upon our Lady Brown. So it's held on by zip ties and rubber band. So it's just physics on how it goes up. And as you can see, we use rollers here to make it less friction or no friction at all. So that whenever we want to score wall stakes, our hang won't interfere with the efficiency of our wall sticks. So yeah.
Weight savings we saw in here, and it's a very big aspect of your robots. So, Sachi, talk to me more about other areas that your team has implemented some weight savings on this robot so far, and overall it's a pretty light robot.
All right, so compared to our nationals robot, which is like way heavier than our current robot, our current robot weighs about 6 kilograms and mostly uses L channels, as you can see here. Some of them are boxed so that it would be sturdier. And another factor that would make our robot lighter is that we use nylon screws, just like one here, instead of metal screws. We also have nylon screws along the drivetrain so that our drivetrain is fast and it wouldn't be affected much by the weight of the robot. And anything? Okay.
Looking at utilizing nylon screws, are there any concerns for durability or anything like that? Like if you take too big of a hit or if there's some torsion that you might shear a screw like that?
Well, we've scheduled scrimmages with other teams, and this robot went through a lot of stress tests. So there really hasn't been any issue regarding with the durability of a robot. One of our scrimmages happened to really stress out a robot and bend one of the L channels here. And because of that, we boxed it. We used another L channel here to make it more durable. And after that, there's really hasn't been any concern.
How has the competition at VEX Worlds been here so far for you? We've played a few matches while we're interviewing you. How do you compare nationals to what it is here at VEX Worlds so far?
So compared to nationals, in my opinion, VEX Worlds is of course, it's a way harder competition. Of course, it's the World Championships, and then I think we're really proud of our progress with our robot and what we did compared to our nationals robot, which was way less than this. Like it was heavier, it was like slower. We made so much more improvements, and we're really proud of that.
Has your match strategy changed at all from nationals coming here to VEX Worlds?
Yeah, since our nationals was at the beginning of the competition, our strategies changed a lot. Like before, we wouldn't do ring rushes, we wouldn't do goal rushes, we wouldn't do any of that because it was early and no one knew. Like everyone still was brainstorming and figuring out ideas to make those happen. So compared to now, there's ring rushes, there's goal rushes again, and then talking to teams, we learned new things such as the screening. So screening is basically, since there's 2 goals on the positive side, anyone can get this one because it's split between the 2 teams. So screening, what it does is that it can go into the enemy's position to block them from getting this one, so that we can bring it to our side, which we didn't do in nationals because we didn't have like the thoughts to do that. Like we didn't have ideas.
Overall, Arrowhead, first off, congratulations on an awesome season so far. We can't wait to see how you do here at VEX Worlds, but thanks for taking time to detail more about this robot here and just show us the amazing globalism that comes into the VEX Robotics. I think you guys are the pride of the Philippines and really represent them well. So thank you so much and good luck the rest of the way.